Okay, so in this video, we're gonna do something a bit different. For the longest while, I've been wondering what was gonna be my first physics video, or what topic I was gonna talk about first in physics. But due to all the misinformation I've been seeing online, and it's like the the ignorance and stupidity and a combination of both of equal, it's mind-boggling. So hopefully this video will clear it up. So what I want to talk about is the physics of solar and lunar eclipses, or what is cause it, or what it is. Because as I say, the stupidity of people is mind-boggling. It literally is mind-boggling. Okay, before we get into that, let's consider something very simple here. So let's see. We have a ball. So I have a ball. Right. So let's say now I have a light. So I have a light. Small light, so it's exaggerated here. So I have a light. And well, if I turn on this light, I would expect well rays of light to travel straight in case you didn't notice lights travel in straight lines at the speed of light, which is one of the fundamental constants of nature, the speed of light. So the speed of light is c, and it's 3.0 by 10 to the 8 meters per second. This is 300 million meters per second. It's so fast we can't even begin to wrap my mind around that. So we have a light source, a light, we have a ball here, and we have light rays traveling outwards. Outwards. I just labeled 3 light rays here, but there's infinitely many covering the surface of this ball, illuminating the whole surface of this ball. So all here will be illuminated by the light. I mean, you could just look at a round object or circular object and see this effect. All here would be illuminated. And what we would expect, see, we would expect a shadow. So we would expect a shadow. Let me see what color to draw this shadow. Orange, yeah. Let's say we have a shadow. So we have a region of complete darkness, total black, and the proper name for this, a shadow that completely black, is called a umbra. And around the umbra, we would expect regions of partial darkness. That's where the shadow is not completely black. You can look at this in everyday life and see what I'm talking about here. So this is the pen umbra. So totally black, partially black. Right, so bearing this in mind, let's look at the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon now. So let's see, we have the Earth, This is not a scale, the distances. Here's the sun, and you see here's the moon. Here's the moon. In this diagram, I would draw the moon the same size as the sun, but it's not. But to us, it appears to be the same size because here is approximately 250,000 kilometers the Earth from the moon, but the um, moon from the sun is 400 times further. Yeah, so it's a huge distance, but because of this here, because the sun is 400 times further away than the moon, and the sun is also, if I remember this correctly, I think 400 times the diameter of the moon. So it's 400 times further and 400 times bigger, hence it appears the same size, even though it's not. It's geometry here. So we have the Earth, the moon, and the sun. So in this diagram here, when the moon is in front, like say if you are here, exaggerated on the surface of the Earth, and you are looking up, and let me say the moon rotated into your view. If you was looking and you was looking at the sun, and the moon rotated into your view and blocked the sun, well, that is what we see as a solar eclipse. Because from our perspective, the light that the sun is letting out, right? The light that the sun would have been letting out if the moon was not there. That would have just been D, but it's blocked out. And based on where you are in the earth, you would either be in the umbra, the region of total darkness, or you would be in the penumbra, the region of partial darkness. That's a solar eclipse. That's it. It's just geometry. That's it. And the lunar eclipse is like the opposite of this, meaning so you have the earth here, and uh, you have the sun here, and the moon is here. So now the earth is blocking the moon because it no it come like the earth is blocking the moon and the sun is beating on the earth. The more accurate way to think of this is where the sun and the earth lines up and the moon is on the 180 degrees opposite towards the sun, on the opposite side of the sun. That's the geometry, 180 degrees opposite each other. This is a simple explanation. There's more complicated mechanics and geometry at play here, but this is just a rudimentary explanation. And the Earth blocks the sun, and well, similarly to the lamp and the ball here, and here is the moon come like a wall or like a screen where you would see a shadow, a surface where you would see the shadow. The shadow of the Earth would be cast on the moon. You will have an area of total blackness. You will have the umbra, and then you will have surrounding it the penumbra. that's what causes solar and lunar eclipses, or when that alignment happens. And because these are rotating bodies that rotating around the sun, and all the planets rotating in the plane of rotation around the sun, this would happen. It's not magic. It's just physics.